Kværner was one of the most important industrial companies in the 20th century in Norway. This story of how the company was successfully restructured and worked out contains key learnings and takeaways. Kværner as of 2004, which should not be confused with today's Kværner, was listed at the Oslo Stock Exchange and was a mixed bag of struggling companies that had been part of Aker Kværner since 2001. We were engaged in the fall of 2004 in a workout where the goal was maximizing shareholder value. At that time, Kværner consisted of a large number of different types of companies. For example, a steel construction facility located in Sheffield in the UK, a large melting and steel production facility in Romania, a shipyard in Philadelphia, and a recruiting business in the US. And the company was also holding 20% in Sea Launch, a company launching space rockets from a floating platform near equator. In other words, Kværner was a real challenge. In addition to a few operating businesses employing more than 3,200 people, there were more than 250 legal entities and several financial assets. The business in total was cash negative, and included in the holding structure was a number of unsold liabilities, including 4,000 asbestos claims and environmental liabilities in the US. Furthermore, we were faced with a UK defined benefit pension scheme with approximately 30,000 members and with a constantly increasing underfunding. We also had a total of 49 real estate engagements in 6 different countries. And on top of this, there were 2 UK bonds with £22 million outstanding. The work out of Kværner can be summarized in a 5-steps model, a model which is valid for most restructuring processes. So our initial task was to fully understand the group and take control. Thus, we had to prioritize. Through this, the Philadelphia shipyard and a potential covenant breach in the bond loans came out as the most urgent matters. Furthermore, we reclassified the operating businesses from non-core to core. At group level, we placed more focus on cash discipline and organizational matters, putting a new structure and management in place. These steps were all part of taking control of the situation. The next step was to establish a new platform for the workout. Now we developed our strategy and concluded that a delisted holding company would be the most suitable model for the workout. At this stage, we also started a dialogue with the most important stakeholders in order to understand their respective positions and willingness to contribute in finding solutions. Realizing how important proximity to the group organization as well as external stakeholders would be, we relocated from Oslo to London. This turned out very efficient and beneficial. In fixing the business, we were following 3 main axes. 1, fixing the operational businesses. 2, solving all the legacy issues. And 3, fixing the financial challenges. First, the operations. There were multiple challenges related to the large production facilities in Sheffield and Romania. So we took on board positions, replaced management, and provided them with the necessary direction and drive. Second, the legacy issues. They were solved one by one through tough negotiations, always with the aim of minimizing cash impact. With 250 entities, further cash savings was obtained by simplifying the legal structure. Our financial challenges were partly solved by improving cash discipline and by improving our operational entities. This resulted in successful companies that attracted new owners, providing significant funds. Another important contribution towards the overall financing was the buyback of 2 bond loans in the UK market at significant discount. Last but not least, A final agreement with the UK pension fund, signed off by the pension regulator, was key. So, the overall objective of the Kværner workout was to create shareholder value by realizing assets and solving historical liabilities. So it was very satisfying to see that the operating companies have continued operations in new ownership. Today they are known as Philly Shipyard, Frontica, Doosan, IMGB and Davy Markham, all successful in their own right. As I said initially, there are a number of key learnings from this case which have relevance also today. 1. Being in a situation of financial weakness is challenging, but this also gives the board and management unique bargaining opportunities. Weakness can and should be used as a strength. 2. It is crucial to establish a sense of urgency throughout the organization and make people understand the importance of cash. 3. Remember that negotiations can and should be hardball. Success is best achieved when you play tough, but honest and fair. And try not to be too creative. And finally, have fun and enjoy the bumpy ride. Thank you for following this short history of dealing with a complex business restructuring. We are happy to explain the process and the key learnings in more detail with you and your team. Thank you very much.